Hello, IK here. Welcome to Search Query, React Search Query Part 2. At first, look at what we see in address bar in Chrome and what we see in Firefox. Here is a Chrome. When I, in search bar, in search form, when I write React tutorials with spaces between, here it is what I see in address. Instead of space, we see um, React, we see percent 20. Here it is, percent 20 between between tutorials and React tutorials. Here it is in Google Chrome. In Firefox, we see spaces like it is. What happened? Both browsers uh, include percent 20, but Firefox decoded it for our eyes only. But in address bar, we show space. But when I copy this, when I sign this and Control C, copy, and Control V, paste it, it would be with percent. With percent, it is interesting that it is uh, same process, but in address bar is different visibility. Okay, this is about that. It is this what I search React tutorials. In a search query included header.js, you see, in a separate folder component, not in features down, but separate component because it is something like outside, like side effect of the whole application. And here is it is included header.js. In header.js component, I include links and form for search. It is I don't follow separation by concern because I need that links. What there is nothing with search form divided in two separate. One is header, like parents, and in that header left is component links, for example, and right component search form. But I think in this moment that links is not some big task, and that we need separate component for it. And it is task, both task links and form, you will see, is very, very simple and a lot of a little coding. And here is in that component, you see header.js and search results JS. Search results JS. It means in header.js is form, and that form call search, you will see how, search result JS, search result, a call or request, send get request to backend, backend contact database and response result of database, and that data from backend coming in research results. And research results JS we see in outlet, in main div, HTML div, main, it is outlet, component outlet. Instead of component outlet, we will see search results. Again, in header is form. Form call search results. Search results send get request to backend. You see, search results component don't dispatch action creator to Redux. No, it is search results don't need skip Redux because we don't need Redux, don't need save state search results in Redux because it is temporary, only searching, and not it is dynamic. Every searching is other, and it is not incorporated with other component. Because of that, it is here in separate components, not in features, where is article, departments, folder, but here in components, we have header, search result. Of course, you know, if I created a footer, it would be also in these components. Again, search form in header. Search form call search results. Search results send get request to backend Express application, not to Tank, not Tank, but Express directly to Express backend, and backend send the request to database, MySQL database, and database responds to backend data, and backend responds to front end search result.js, and search result.js re-rendered, and we see results in the screen instead of outlet in app.js. There is a outlet component. Instead of it, we see search results. Here it is user interface front end. I type React tutorials, search. When I click to search, I have here it is instead of outlet, here it is result of search, Okay, now we can go in code. Start from header.js. Header.js we will see in detail all, but when happen navigate is use navigate is hook. What we look at here, use navigate, hook. It is hook in Route 6 new version, and navigate. Look at search. You look at in parameter of navigate function. We type how string we like, address string we like, and this first word is important for connection with other side. Search in index. Now look at in index.js, index.js. Here is a route. What would be open, what would be rendered visible in user interface in React frontend when happens some address. Here it is route that for path /search would be opened visible in outlet. Instead of component outlet would be element search results. It is calling search results. And search results accept received searching terms. Okay, let's see that. Search results. And now, after that address, search results received query. What is query? Back, we can see back in header.js. Here it is. After question mark, it is rules from hypertext transfer protocol. It is what we see in address of browser. And after word search, we see question mark, and what we see after question mark is a variable query, we name it query, we can name it as we want, query equal, left side, right side is value, a dollar means variable, and in curly brackets mean value, concretely value. And what is concretely value? Concretely value is encoded function. Function will encoded address, web address. Here it is, this function, web address, would be encode search term. Search term, you will see, it is what I type in search form. Concretely now it is React tutorials. Search terms is React tutorials. But this function encode, it means include in a space between React and the tutorials. In that space include %20. And we will see it in address in Google Chrome, but we don't, but that %20. But in browser Firefox, we don't see that %20, but exists in both browser. It is because fraud, because eliminate injection, possible wrong injection between in that space. Okay, and it is without space. It means React sign of %20 tutorials. It is one word, like result of this function. And we see that in address. We see in address search question mark query equal dollar means variable concretional value in curly brackets. And now we go to see in address in here it is. We see what use navigate function and navigate, how created link, and this link, all in that link, it is address string. We see variable query equal React %20 tutorials. And address like that call, because of this query, first query after slash, we have rendered, opened, it is calling, opening for component search result. And here it is component search results. Here it is. Search results is plural because we find that terms we find in articles table, and also we find it in columns. In category, we have two results in which article it will be, it exists, and in which category it exists. Now, here is important for us a use location. Here it is first time hook what I use here. We need it here, and use location. Use location. Look at how is use. We declare, like always, it is destructured. We declare location, object location equal hook use location. It means that use location will, there is a code and will create, give us a possibility, give possibility to our location object to locate query, value query. How? You see, we declare query, and now we declare query like new, it is keyword in JavaScript and many other languages, what create, for creating object from existing class in our React library. And new, this is function, this is function, and the result of that function will be query. Query is object, new is a word for a new object, but here again you see instead of here of object we see function. Why? Because result of that function is object. Result of that function is object. And here in functional programming, function equal object, object equal function. Here it is, object equal function. Here it is, location, object equal function. And it is like it because new means new here, it means new address with this parameter. But that new address is practically new object because new address like this, where it is not reference, it is calling of function. Calling immediately would be executed. And location, parameter location, you see that location object here, like parameter of this function. There is a search method. There is a search method. And that search method, location dot search, it is parameter of this function, search params. And together result of that, there is a result of that is object what have a method get. And method get, there is a parameter query. And it is how we now have in a query, we have React %20 tutorials. React %20 tutorials. uh, here is a very, very interesting because if any one of you learn oriented like I was object oriented, there is a properties or method. Method a function, properties is variable. And we always have name of object, point, dot, name of properties or name of method, or at first, if there is both, sometime it go longer, like name of object dot name of properties dot name of properties dot method. It means that it is method of that last properties. Any case, object properties method. But now we have a at first we always have in C++ and Java new keyword new and name of object. But here new but name of function. Function, there is a parameter. Together, function parameter have a get method. Get method, like other method, can have or have not parameter. Here is a parameter query. And that parameter query, this word query, it is from address bar. It is address string, a web address string query. It is name of variable query, left side of equal in address query, and it will be here would be React percent 20 tutorials. Here it is. Okay, look at how it functions. Something about this structured assignment. The structured assignment. At first, like beginner, we think how we know that location exists in use location. And if you said X, it is all okay. No, X now said that I didn't use it. Now, where I have a word location, I must, you see, I must change here also X. And it worked excellent. It means that location is not that we know that exists in use location. That is a variable. We declare variable location. It is our will how we name it, and what we name, what we create a location. Use location will use it, and we must code it in next coding. And of course, we always give name our variable, our object, our function, our variable. We give name what say us what is in that variable, what is in, what is, and the location. Here is use location. It is here we can see it is address. It is web address, string of address, string of address, and in that string of address, that location take complete string, and string, and it is location, it is a string address, and the location there is a method search, and here it is location search. It is it is this part, probably this part after question mark. After question mark, and that location search after question mark, all after question mark. And what is after question mark? Is search. After question mark is query equal encoded search terms. Encoded search terms. It means query equal React percent 20 tutorials. It is after, and there is a method get, and that get we write variable in web address. It is after question mark query. Word query is variable equal value is coded terms, search terms. Okay, so we by this coding, this declaration, location and query, now we are reached for we know what is terms, what is search terms, what we search. And interesting, here it is React percent 20 tutorials. It is altogether from string, address string with encoded part of instead of space. But now when we have after finished initial rendering, we call use effect, and this is declaration inside of use effect, declaration of fetch results. Here is call results, fetch result calling, and the dependency is query, step by step. Use effect is hook, and is called after component mount. After component was mount, that event call use effect. If it is there is a new query, but it is first time, of course, every query would be first time visible. If it is new query, and it is, there is a calling of this function. And what does this function? This function does this. Set loading, it is flags, true. It is only isolate what happened next. And next is declaration of response, await axios.get, get request to this address, hypertext transfer protocol address, localhost, look at search query, and again equal $ encoded component, again query, our variable query, again encoding. We have encoded it in hypertext transfer protocol address, and now here also in this request also again encoded, and it is common practice, 2 times encoding, one for web address and one for get request. Get request also hypertext transfer protocol address. Results what coming from a backend would be by set results immediately that response data would coming from backend would be here set as results, set result function, set, and it is results. And we will see that would be re-rendering, and we will see response data. You see set result, We don't need Redux here. There is no extra reducer, etc. No, set result. Here is all solved with use state. With use state. Look at use state, use state, use state. It is for a result, set result, loading, set loading, error, set error. Use state. It is like use location. We created, we decided what name to give and what we want. We want result and set result, loading, set loading, error, set error. We decided of name of this variable results loading, and about that name depends name of what we give to function set result, set loading. Use state is manager, state manager for local local state manager, local state manager for local state. Redux is for global state would need more component. Okay, here it is. It go to backend. You go to backend. And from backend, we have results, and the result would be set result here, would be rendered, re-rendered. And after that, re-rendered, when finished re-rendered, mount, event mount happen, but event mount will not call use effect, but cannot execute use effect, don't call fetch use effect, don't call fetch result here, because dependency query is not changed, And every rendering, there is event was mount, finished, rendered is finished. And that was mount call use effect call inside logic and function. But if don't change dependency, there is no calling fetch results. It means that re-rendering happened only with reason, and always is reason is changes state, local state. When local state stage, here is just, we spoke about local state, concretely result or loading or error. Okay. And all others is only show in return. It is HTML for show that results, articles and categories. Categories, it is here, article categories. Here is article categories join by comma. It is, pardon, it is article, but category is down. Category is here. Category results category. We have results articles and results category, and results is object where we received articles and categories and together, and Here we use one by one because of design and structure of HTML. Here is a result object dot articles is properties of result map, and would be mapped with the title of with name link, and here is also category is also linked. And of category we look at in description, and the name here is category. Okay, it is key. Here is a name, category name. Also article name, and article description. We search that concretely fields, name and articles in name in description in article, and name and description in category. It is about results. We can see now header.js. Header, there is a search term. It is important, and set search. It is the structured assignment. Use state, local manager, and the navigate, use navigate. We declare this variable navigate, destructure it from use navigate, and handle search. It would be called when we push on a button of search form, and this syntax, this arrow function means event prevent behavior of a form as default. Prevent default behavior of form. It means that we here in code, what follow, take care about search terms, about what was typed in search. And this is only control if search term trim, navigate, contrary, nothing, there is nothing contrary, but we will see. Okay, if search term is a state, we will see in a return section down where it is. Parameter trim means remove, eliminate spaces in front and after end of search term. Not trim, there is no connection with inside space. With inside space is encoding function, encoding percent 20 in inside space. But trim is for eliminate space before and after our terms. And if it is all okay, we have navigate, and we follow it in search results. Search result communicate with backend, backend with database, and back response data we see in our search results. Here is a return, here is a form. And you see, it is type submit. It means that here, form, there is a submit. A form must call on submit. Here it is, when we push button, on submit, we call handle search. Handle search encoded our terms, trim, and send to send to results, search results. We saw search results. Search results get request, send get request to server and express server backend. Here it is. post get. Here it is. Get search. Again, here is important that first word after slash search, get search. And here is a backend in Express. Look at this. App is our Express application. There is a method get search this. It is address communicate with front end. And here is a second parameter. Its first parameter is that connection, how we connect front end and back end. But in second is arrow function with the parameter is to object request response. Request response. And in curly brackets, all would be resolved step by step. I explain, but now that you see what is curly brackets start here and finished here. It means all code about what I now would be explaining is inside of this curly brackets. It means that app.get, there is a two parameter. One is address for connection to front end, and second parameter is arrow function. In body of arrow function, happen all what need happen. I will explain. But in parameter of arrow function is request and response. It is two objects. One object request bring data to database. Response object bring data from database back to this Express backend. And this backend response receive the data from database, send it, response it to front end, search results. It would be articles and categories with the name, description, search terms. Okay, here is a declaration of a query. Again, the structured declaration, the structured assignment. Again, we find, we name it query because all the time we have that variable and why not use it? And we declare a variable query here equal object request query. What it means now? Does it, when we write, if you want, you write console.log and the query, you will see React spacebar tutorials without encoding. It means that this request query remove %20 in spaces between React tutorials. And this query is decoded. Of course, this problem of this declarative programming, where don't need code what don't need it. And here is, yes, it is correct. It is right that it don't understand us, that we don't code encoding, decoding here, encode, decoding. Why? It is automatically in the background decoded for us. And here we have nothing see about decoding. And of course, that is confused for us. But I am here for you and explain you. But about many of the things, I a lot of spoke with artificial intelligence. I nothing know without learning. Okay, learning. And in last 2 years, its learning principle is from 100% from artificial intelligence, ChatGPT. Okay, now in query we have a React spacebar tutorials. And now, of course, if there is no query in some reason, we return error. Return error, search query is required. And now SQL query to search for articles. Here is for articles, name and description. Name and description. And about that, all one video I give for this query. And here is, here you see, escape the query to avoid SQL in action. It is not this, but it is all what follow. And in that we declare search term. It is like this dollar and square query. It is variable, and the percent around it means any text, any text. Okay, you see that it is combination percent string and the variable, and because of that, inside of backtick, it is template temporal, and that template with that tick around give us that possibility that we, the simplest possible way, write together string and variable. That we don't need plus, etc., some operator. Database, there is a method query, and now when we have query, we run that query. It is order for run query in parameter of that method query. This object database, there is method query. In parameter, we have one parameter. It is article search query. It is a name of query. Look at it, it is article search query, name of query, comma. And the second parameter, what is the second parameter? Second parameter is array with a variable would go instead of question mark. Same variable, search term, go instead of two question mark. Let's get see. One question mark, here it is, and the second question mark. In both question mark, we will have same variable. That variable would be this, would be search term, because we search for React tutorials in description field and React tutorials same in name field. Because of that, two times, same variable. And it is a comma, it is second parameter. And the third parameter is arrow function. Arrow function, there is error and article results. If would be error, but principal goals is if all is okay, we will have after this, we will have article results. Here it is. And now in curly brackets, in body of arrow function, what happened? At first, if error, we have error. We return response, this response status 500 and error message. Return. But if all is okay, article results would be loop for each, and in parameter arrow function, article by article. In curly brackets, we have article category IDs equal article category IDs, question mark, article category IDs, split, map, number, etc. Here we are. I have a long discussion about this. At first, when I see this, I ask myself, before it is ternary, question mark and column, and here is a column, means if that in front of, I look at all that like front, in front of question mark, if it is true, would be happened this behind the question mark. If it is not true, would be happened behind of column. It means empty array. And I ask myself and artificial, why? What means this? Why? Like always, we have only one article category IDs. If it is true, would be after question mark. If it is not, would be empty array. Why we need two? And in the end, artificial always spoke about ternary. I said, I understand ternary, but why two times with the equal sign? Why not only one? If it is true, it is enough to have true. It means if it is exist, it means if exist, because we have article with all fields and one field, what is named category IDs. In that category IDs, we have, for example, 12, 13. It means that two categories correspond with article 12, but it is a string. It is a quote around that. It is a string, and we must, in this row, convert it in array. In array, it means 12, 13, but square braces, braces, parentheses around, not quota, and it is all that this code is for that. And not understand. But I, after so many times a question and have same response, ternary work like this, and the explanation about ternary, it is operator ternary, question mark. I conclude always like this. You must conclude when artificial go wrong, nothing take care back or in correct direction. What I now write, it is true that it is ternary. It is ternary need only one, and only one if exist. Here it is. Only one if exist would be executed this, would be article category IDs split. This method create array. We don't see it. Split parameter comma with quote. It means array. Would be 12, would be square braces. Inside square braces, 12, comma 13. For example, ID of category. It is interesting. It is creation of array, not string, but array. And that map like number. It would be number, not string. Not it would Momentary, it is 12, around 12 is quota, it is string, comma, under comma, 13. But now it will be array square braces and inside it 12, comma 13 because of this number. And this split create array, and this number map is, of course, it is loop article by article. We have two articles. And a number here, map number means that string inside what was now string, 12, 13, would be now 12, 13 number. If don't exist this one, we have an empty array. It is, again, it is for category ID, correspond with concretely article. If article there is no category correspond, would be empty array. And this is, but all this is right side, all this ternary is right side of equation. Because of that, we must have this part. It means that one is part. I am right. One is part of equation, but this one we need for a new value. We created new value. New value would be array, not string. 12, 13. Array. And we must create that array because momentary it is a string. I thinking on beginner. This my video is for beginner, and ask me in category, do I am clear? Do you? And I like repeat it in commentary. I like repeat it, or somebody else can help me explain all this code, because React is very confused because of declarative. It is not imperative. Declarative programming. Declarative programming means no boilerplate. What is boilerplate? Boilerplate is code what we always must type again and again in different application, and very boring typing something 40 years in job. And now it is don't exist. Only type what you must type. And all other would be type in background. React would does for you. JavaScript would in background does for you. Don't. And of course, it means that lot of code is jumped. It's a skip. There is no. And what is now? What is now? We see only ice head over sea. But 9/10 is below water, and all that below water before in object-oriented and any type of programming, we coding all from scratch. We coding every object, properties, etc., method. We code it from scratch, and it is imperative programming. But now declarative said, okay, no, write a name of object, what you want, equal function. What function? What that function work? We don't know code. We don't know code of use state, of use location, use effect. We don't know that code. But only use it, the structured assignment. Assign it. What you don't know, what is it? What you don't know code, assign it your variable and function. Okay. It was interesting for me. I hope interesting for you. But maybe you will see immediately that what I didn't see, that yes, I'm right. It is enough one for ternary, but this one we, we need with sign equal because uh, because assign new value what coming from this ternary result. Okay. And now query for category. It is interesting that here in background we can have a lot of query in one process. It is second query. It is about category. Also to question mark. It means also to search term. And the search term is the same like for article. And the error category results will be results. Here it is. Together returned for both query. Return respond status 500. It is if wrong, pardon, it is for error. Here it is. Response for both query status 200. It means all is okay. JSON formatting. JSON formatting. Article in question in this curly brackets. It is object. This object in JSON formatting. This object is articles properties of object, column, value, articles results, categories, column, category results. And these articles and categories coming in result search, and look at now in that search results. Search results, coming articles and category, and that, look at article description, category, result is important, categories is properties of that results, and map, with map we create all category description and category name and category description. Here is a category name. Same is with articles. Up is articles. Look at the results. There is articles parameter length. If length is bigger than 0, we have articles array map article by article. We will see name of article and description, all text. Name would be link. Results is here. Here set results. In this response, we have articles, plural, and categories, plural. In that articles is all article, array, and in categories, all categories array. And that array, article array and article and category array, we use map method to create list of article, list of category. And that response data, always this response, there is a method, there is a properties data. In that data, response.data is articles and categories array, two arrays. And it is set results. It go in state results. Here it is, results. And in return in this JS6, it is JS6 means JavaScript and HTML together. We use results.articles map, and we use results categories map. Okay, I enjoy explain this search process, search query. It is part 2. I think I said all what I want and what I need. I think that I said all about step by step, and it is finished with part 2. In 2 parts, I explain all about search query. In backend, SQL query is excellent language, and create SQL query is something very interesting. And I recommend you learn SQL query because relation database we will need long times in front of us because this word relation is very important and very simple with very simple for use and for create for code. But I always thinking about all this coded artificial instead of me. I prompt artificial coded ChatGPT and coded excellent. I cannot believe that I didn't code anything. But after that, I learn, and you see, some coding would be very interesting for me. Artificial cannot explain me, and I understand now. Teacher students is people, is men relation, and we always in any relation people thinking of what means, what want ask. Teacher thinking, what a student ask. It is okay, but because uh, our question is like declarative. It is head of ice on the sea. And below every question, there is a 9/10 unknown, unknown what means. And it is declarative because question is something what we see, what we hear in our ear. But what means that question? What really students ask? And the contrary. Explanation from me, teacher, go on the base what I think that student ask. And our communication go around that. Student will said, no, I didn't ask it, I ask, and we go to focus. But artificial cannot see what I ask. And every time in big response spoke about ternary operator and how function it in detail. And I said, I know all about ternary, but I ask why in front of question mark we have equation. Why is not enough only one category IDs, articles.category IDs? One, true or false. exist or not exist. But what means equal? And now I see maybe it is my fault that I immediately didn't see that it is very simple, that the left side is article dot category IDs equal all right side is ternary, and that we must give a new value to our article dot categories. New value. That new value is array, not string. Now we have string 12, 13. We know we want array with the number 20, 30. And because we have article dot category side is left side equal, and stop equal to what? Equal ternary. And that ternary, there is a one article category IDs, one in front of question mark. Okay. But practice, cannot without practice, without time. In learning, time is not important. And if you ready to work some job, you don't go through shortcut, because shortcut means that you not interested in it. And how you can work something 40 years, for example, or 10 years or 20 years, if you don't interested in it. But if you interested in it, we will use a small part but deep. You always take at first panoramic images of all problems, but after that you go in details, but you go deep down, and there is no hurry. You can go work after small part of knowledge, small but deep. If, when you coming in interview, you said, okay, no, don't ask me nothing. I show you what I know. And you code a 2 row, 3 row of coding. Okay, you code this, what I explained now. What it was. Okay, any code from here and explain it. Explain. You said interviewer, okay, please call somebody. If you don't know it, call somebody who know, and I want to explain this code. And you explain this code. You don't want type. You can show it on the paper, typed in advanced, show it, and said, okay, I explain you. And the interviewer will see your interest in learning, in deep learning, in excellent explanation, in very clear explanation. Or they can call, you can call, okay, call me some beginner who don't know it. And I explain him, because it is very, very important people who know explain. Uh, uh, because only by explaining all people can grow. Can grow. There is no isolation, because it is impossible between, because every day we have a news, and there is. I don't know what is now senior developer. I don't know senior developer. I would be very, very senior dot senior, but I must what I listen in this video. I learn hours and hours I every day learn. It means that I every day don't know more than I know. Every day I must learn. And it means every day I am student. Every day I am beginner. And like beginners, I like understand and I like explain. Explanation is the best kind of learning. And people who know explain is very important to have in your community. Um, because, like I said before, explanation depends about understanding. Question, but a question is always not understandable. And how long time we need, teacher students or explanator to student explanator, how many time we need to understand one another. And it is different. It is different. It is different. And it is not important if it is in some real limitation. For example, 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, thinking, asking, response, articles. And in that in that coordination, ask question, you don't know who is teacher, who is students. And like me, with artificial question, answer question, I always answer myself, not artificial. So it with people, student, teacher, student in the end respond. Must be like that. It is real deep learning. Student explain yourself in the end. But of course, in our help, it would be earlier. Thank you for watching this video.